Everybody coming at you, this time from nature, because I just went to see Project Hail Mary and I was encouraged by its constant reminders of how beautiful our planet is and how beautiful our planet can still be. And so today I was like, you know what? I'm going to go take a 10-mile hike. So I'm in the middle of that hike, found this nice little, cute little spot on the hike that is a little picnic table buried in the woods. So taking a water break. It's obviously a long walk. Um, and hey, I was like, well, I'm here. Might as well talk about Project Hail Mary. Also, probably because we saw Hoppers, and I haven't reviewed Hoppers yet, but Hoppers is great. And it's also got the same message of kind of the beauty of the planet and how it's worth saving and protecting. And kind of in the Hoppers mode, where if you've seen it, the grandmother tells her to just sit quietly and wait in silence, and nature will come about. So I sat here in silence for a while, hoping that a deer would come out, or a beaver, or those who know me, an otter, because man, do I love otters. So, no such luck. I did see a wasp and a couple squirrels, chipmunk, but here I sit. So let me talk to you about Project Hail Mary. Should you go see it? Should you not go see it? What do I think? Hey, we're like at 205 followers, by the way. So for the 150 of you who aren't trying to sell me crypto, I hope this is important to you. Would I go see this movie? Absolutely. As soon as you can, as many times as you can, on as big of a screen as you can, with as many people as you can, because this is definitely one of those community experiences that I've talked about in the movies, why movies are made. So we can go experience this together. I love this movie for so many messages. It's so hopeful, which I think, especially right now, where it feels like everything is spinning out of control. The world is on the brink of so many things, and I myself, I know, I'm walking around feeling powerless, feeling like there's not much that I can do to stop the chain of events that's in place. And so this was a nice little movie, big movie, to go and see the messages that nature is still beautiful, humanity is still beautiful, we can still work together, the cooperation, collaboration of all walks of people, and even the stranger, and how important it is to rely on that, to rely on the things that we used to rely on. It talks about the importance of nature, the importance of science, the importance of research, which is great. And it also ties in the importance of God within that system, which is a very Thomas Aquinas type thing. You know, God in science, science in God. They're not interchangeable. The beauty can exist in both, and both can exist hand in hand. I believe because I'm absurd. I think that was Spinoza. Look at me throwing some philosophy on this thing. But it has just a lot of great points and a lot of questions that we can ask ourselves. And I know throughout the movie, there's enough time in the movie that it lets you ask those questions. What would I do if I was in this position? What would I do if I was the only person? What would I do if I was expected to perform courageously, to make communication with a creature or another life form that it's hard to communicate with? And so I think it gives you a lot of space to think about those things, which I thought was really, really beautiful. Wow, I have so much to say about it. The cast, incredible. Ryan Gosling, I can't even say it enough how much he carries this movie in his back, in much the same way Tom Hanks carried Castaway, in much the same way Matt Damon carried The Martian. He's doing some really heavy lifting, but the great thing is the narrative is cut so really beautifully and cool. I'm going to keep saying beautiful. I don't care because, whatever. I love the narrative. I love the cutbacks and forth to the beginning of the story, to the middle of the story, to the end of the story, and how it kind of plays out as we're left to wonder things, and as he's left to wonder things, and as Rocky's left to wonder things. It's incredible. I love that they didn't cast a famous voice as the character of Rocky. And I like that they played with that, as you're going to see that in the movie with different celebrity guest cameos that you'll see, and I'm not going to kind of spoil for you. But I like the idea that we don't have any impressions or already set perceived impressions of whoever this character voice would be if it was somebody famous. But it turns out it's the puppeteer. And I don't want to forget that, because as somebody who loves Jim Henson, who's grown up loving puppetry, who wanted to be a puppeteer, I applied to work at Jim Henson in high school, actually. I got a fun letter with Kermit the Frog on it that invited me to turn in an audition tape. And one of the things I kick myself about to this day is that I didn't. Because, man, that would have been my dream job, to work at Jim Henson. I love doing voices. I love doing puppetry. Anyway, puppetry, I love. It gives that kind of early Star Wars feel, which I still find so much cooler than all the CGI Star Wars stuff. You know, Jabba the Hutt is a puppet. All these creatures that were puppets look so much more realistic than CGI. And so to have a puppet Rocky, perfect. And to have it voiced by a puppeteer, so Muppets. And I love that. And that takes me to my other point. Miller and Lord as directors of this thing. The body of work on these guys, if you go back and you look at all the things you've watched that these two guys have made, it's astounding. This is, I would say, right off the bat, as we're leaving Oscar week, so far the front runner. And they are the front runner for directors. I loved Last Man on Earth. I loved the Lego Movie. I could just list the project after project that these guys have done. Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. They really get kind of the heart of humanity. And I love that their stories play the heart of humanity. So I would put them up right now for Best Director. I definitely put Ryan Gosling up for Best Actor. The cast of people in this movie, I would definitely name them name by name, because there's so many great ones in this movie that play so many pivotal roles. And to all of you in this movie who made this movie, well done, good job, congratulations. So many moments of sadness, so many moments of pure joy. Oh, you all did such a phenomenal job. Thank you, thank you, thank you for telling the story. I don't want to forget the soundtrack. What in the James Gunn, Sofia Coppola, John Hughes level of soundtrack was this movie? It's perfect. The movie, the needle drops, perfect. Starting with Sunday Morning Coming Down, the Chris Christopherson version. And I am a huge fan of that song, especially in like life after COVID. That song has become kind of my go-to on Sunday mornings when my kids either go back to college or go back to their moms. I'm left just kind of feeling like I exist in the world with other people, and other people are enjoying their lives, and I'm witnessing their lives from afar. And that song really is so perfect for what this movie is. Drifting through life, doing what you have to do while other humans live their lives, and finding joy in them living their lives as an observer. And I feel like Rocky and Ryan Gosling's character live in those spaces. Such a perfect beginning song. The Beatles. Oh gosh, all the music in this is incredible. Wow. If I was to give a criticism of it, so if I haven't already spoiled this for you already, this is definitely going to be a spoiler, so go away. I'll give you a second. Okay, tell me what you think on this, those of you who stayed. I think there's just one too many life or death situations all piled up towards the end. Like, everything seems to go fine, and then boom, 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 life and death, life and death, life and death. I think it's almost too many. Like, okay, how many is it going to take where my heart has to stop in this movie? So it may have made it a little bit too long if I was to have, and this is the smallest complaint. It's such a beautiful, well done movie. Definitely my front runner for Best Picture right now. Go see it again, see it with lots of people. Go back and see it. Go back to the movies. The movies need us, and this movie is trying to reach out to us. Good job to everybody involved. Wonderful film.